Have you ever thought about doing some building work during your vacations? Or helping to take care of animals on a wildlife reserve? It seems these days, a lot more working adults are opting for volunteer vacations. With us today is Katie Samuel, author of Good Travel, a guide to volunteering vacations. Katie, I can see this might be attractive to some, but don't most people just want to head off to the beach and relax while on vacation?
Well, I think that depends on how your volunteer vacation is organized. The good companies are certainly aware that this should be a rewarding travel experience, not just a work trip.
But it's not really a vacation as we know it, is it?
Again, that depends on your definition. For me, a good vacation is a cultural experience where each side, traveler and host, gives something and takes something. A good example is a program near the Tsavo National Park in Kenya, where volunteers help local people to find ways of making a living that don't involve poaching or killing local wildlife. So they help them to plant crops or develop ideas for tourist businesses. In return, the locals take the volunteers for bushwalks, like mini safaris, and teach them about local wildlife.
But the volunteers pay for the trip, don't they?
Yes, of course. They have to pay for their own airfares and living expenses, plus something to cover the cost of organizing the trip.
Okay. And can you tell us what qualifications or skills these organizations are looking for usually? I mean, surely they don't want people without experience just turning up to teach or build or whatever.
Actually, for the most part, volunteers can be trained to do the work. There are a few projects for professional nurses or teachers, but mostly training is given. At the Cultural Restoration Tourism Project, CRTP, which restores cultural heritage sites around the world, volunteers are placed with local architects and artists. At the moment, they're restoring a 300-year-old monastery in Nepal, and the volunteers are being trained in wall painting by a world-famous painter.
Wow! So is it possible that people could come back with a skill they didn't have before they went on vacation?
Absolutely, though it might not be a skill you'll ever use again. Helping to bottle feed a lion cub, that's a project in Zambia, is unlikely to be of direct use to you back in your New York office. But we all benefit more widely from new experiences, don't we?
Of course. So do you know where listeners can find upcoming volunteer vacation possibilities? Some websites, perhaps?